Welcome to Just Start, Get Visible, your go-to resource of the journey to becoming more visible in a way that feels right for you. Hey there. Welcome back to yet another episode of Just Start, Get Visible. It's Jacqueline here, and let's get all the way into today's episode. We were on the heels of our previous episode, number 254. So, of course, this is number 255. And 254 was a treat. As a reminder, 254 had a guest on, Marc Baker, who happens to be one of my favorite people in the world. And we talked about his retirement because Marc retired 2.5 years ago after a 28-year career in the government. And what happened when he retired is that it opened up an entire new world of opportunities. But the interesting thing about Marc's approach to retirement is that these new opportunities weren't things that he had literally just started doing when he retired. He had taken on and became very serious about his hobbies, building community way before he retired. The other key thing that Marc talks about very candidly in that past episode is his choice with identity. Marc was clear that he had an identity that wasn't directly always tied to his job. Yes, he had a job, he did a good job at his job. However, he decided to take the path for many, many years, if not many decades, that like my job is an extension of me. My job does not define wholly who I am. And that's actually what we're going to talk pretty extensively about today. I want to challenge you to think about who are you without your title? What is your identity beyond your career? Because in building on episode number 254, which you can go back and watch because it's an absolute treat if you head over to jacquelineandbaker.com/254, we talk about identity quite a bit. And so today I want to talk about what happens when someone asks you, what do you do? Or better yet, who are you? Like, this conversation that we're going to have today, I want to invite you to separate who you are from what you do and to recognize that visibility, it really starts with recognizing your identity, right? Clarity around your identity, not just job titles. So when somebody asks you, what do you do? What happens? But more importantly, what happens when that title changes or no longer exists? Have you tied yourself to that so much that it's hard for you to really express or talk about who you are? And so think about these questions as we go into today's points that I want you to absorb and consider as you're thinking about getting visible in a way that feels right for you. Is your voice still valid with a certain position? Right? When that position or that title goes away, is your voice still valid? Will people still listen if I'm not backed by a title? And what do I even talk about if I'm not speaking from my role? These are 3 questions that I'm often asked when people are thinking about transitioning, changing, starting something new because they've tied themselves so much to a particular title. And so who are you? Is who you are laddering up to this job that you've taken on, or is that your complete identity altogether? And when things come around like job changes, transitions, shifts,